Have you ever faced something that seemed bigger, stronger, and impossible to defeat? All of us at some point in life encounter our own Goliaths, enormous problems, frightening situations, challenges that threaten our dreams. But the story of David teaches us something powerful. The size of your problem doesn't matter when the strength of your faith is greater. According to Napoleon Hill, faith is the starting point of all miracles, and with it, any giant can be brought down. David was just a young shepherd. No one believed in him. He had no armor, no stature, no military experience, but he had a secret weapon, a burning desire to win, and an unshakable faith that God was with him. Napoleon Hill taught that faith combined with a clear purpose creates an irresistible inner force. David knew who he was, what he wanted, and whom he trusted, and that was enough to face any enemy. While the army of Israel trembled in fear before Goliath, David had a different attitude. He didn't look at the size of the giant, but at the size of his mission. That is a golden lesson. 98% focus on the problem, 2% focus on the solution and purpose. Hill said that fear paralyzes, but faith sets us free. When you have clarity of purpose and firm faith, you act boldly where others hesitate. David's faith wasn't blind, it was active. He acted with strategy, conviction, and courage. He used what he had, a sling, stones, and the certainty that he would win. Hill emphasized that success doesn't require perfection or all the resources in the world. It requires decision, action, and persistence. Those who wait for ideal conditions never move. Those who act with what they have, in the time they have, open paths where there were only walls. David's courage was born from repeated faith. He remembered the lions and bears he had already faced. Hill called this positive autosuggestion, mentally repeating your victories and beliefs until your mind accepts success as inevitable. David fed his confidence daily, remembering that if he had won before, he would win again. A victorious past is fuel for the challenges of the present. Many give up because they focus on what they lack. David won because he focused on what he already had, his experience, his faith, and his determination. Napoleon Hill reinforced that true power comes from within. The greatest battles are won in the mind before any external fight. When you truly believe, your mind starts working in your favor. Faith is the seed of every achievement. David's attitude toward Goliath reveals what Hill called definiteness of decision. David didn't go to the battlefield to try, he went to win. He declared his victory even before the fight. That's the secret: declare, visualize, act. When your decision is firm, the universe responds. The hesitant lose before they even begin. The determined win because they do not consider defeat an option. Most people saw a problem. David saw an opportunity to reveal his greatness. Hill taught that every adversity carries within it the seed of an equivalent benefit. Goliath seemed like a threat, but he was actually the bridge to David's throne. So it is with your challenges. What seems like a giant today could be the ladder to your greatest breakthrough. But only those with enough faith will see beyond the fear. Saul's army was paralyzed because they sought security before acting. David acted first, with faith, and found victory along the way. Hill said, "Action is the real measure of intelligence." You may be afraid, you may have doubts, but you must not stop acting. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's action despite fear. That's the kind of courage that turns the impossible into the inevitable. David wasn't moved by vanity, but by purpose. Hill believed that true success is born from the desire to serve, to make an impact, to fulfill a calling. David wanted to free his people, not just prove his worth. In the same way, your success must be aligned with a higher purpose. The greater your motive, the stronger your drive to keep going. True purpose generates unshakable faith. The story of David also teaches us about vision. He saw victory before it happened. Napoleon Hill taught that whatever the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. David conceived the victory in his mind before he launched it with his sling. This is the secret of creative visualization. See your Goliath fallen. See your victory achieved. Feel it, believe it, and reality will begin to align with your vision. There was no cheering crowd when David chose to fight. Often your courage will be silent and solitary. But Hill said, Faith is personal. Achievement is individual. You don't need others' approval to start. You need inner conviction. It is in the silence of preparation that champions are formed, and it is in bold action that they reveal themselves to the world. Fear is loud. Goliath shouted, the army murmured, but David stood firm. Hill said that those who master their minds can master any circumstance. David silenced the external noise with inner certainty. This is an essential skill, keeping your mind firm on purpose even when the world seems to fall apart. Your faith must be louder than the screams around you. The stone that brought down Goliath wasn't magical. It was a simple tool in the hands of someone determined. Hill stated that power lies not in the tool, but in the one who uses it. Your talent, your resource, your idea, all of it can be enough if you act with faith and focus. Don't underestimate what you have. With faith, even a stone can bring down a giant. After the victory, David didn't become arrogant. He honored his faith and continued his purpose. Hill always warned that true success comes with responsibility. You don't win just for yourself. You win to inspire others, to free others, to pave the way for those who come after. Your victory is not the end. It is the beginning of a greater mission. Maybe today you're facing a Goliath, a debt, a fear, an insecurity, a past wound. But if David won, so can you. The same principle is available. The same strength is within you. You just need to believe, decide, act, and persist. And just like David, you will see that no giant is a match for a determined mind. Remember Hill's words, "You are the master of your destiny, the captain of your soul." It's all within you. You don't need to be the strongest or the most prepared. You need to be the most committed, the most courageous, the most faithful to your purpose. Steady faith, bold action, and firm decision. This is the champion's formula. Stop running from your giants. They're not here to destroy you, but to reveal you. Without Goliath, David would have remained unknown, and without challenges, you will never discover the greatness within you. Face it, rise up, ready your sling, and aim for victory. The time is now. Today, choose to act with David's faith and Napoleon Hill's mindset. Leave fear behind. Embrace your purpose with courage. Decide that nothing will stop you. Because when you have true faith, no mountain is too big, no dream is too far, no giant is invincible. You were born to win. Now go and conquer.